Whoa, hold up, something big just happened. For months, the action camera world was silent. Completely silent, no updates, no announcements, no leaks. Not a whisper from DJI. The Osmo Action series seemed to have disappeared into the shadows. Creators were starting to wonder if DJI was done with it. GoPro was doing its usual refreshes. Insta360 was launching updates, but DJI, nothing. It was like they'd gone underground, and then everything changed just like that. Boom, the internet exploded, and not with blurry photos or questionable renderings. These were real, high-resolution, clear, confident, detailed, the kind of leaks that don't happen by accident. Photos of what looks like the DJI Osmo Action 6, front shots, back shots, angled shots, all of them sharp and intentional. This wasn't someone sneaking into a factory with a potato camera. This felt orchestrated, like DJI themselves were setting the stage without saying a word. Now, here's where it gets interesting: the timing. These images dropped right after DJI's FCC confidentiality period expired. That's not a coincidence, not even close. DJI filed documents with the FCC months ago. Those documents were sealed for 180 days. Then, like clockwork, the seal expired, and the photos started pouring out. That's a pattern, a signal. DJI's silence wasn't hesitation. It was strategy, and now the game is on. So what do these photos tell us? Let's start with the front of the camera. At first glance, it looks familiar. The dual screen setup is still there. One screen on the back, one screen on the front. And honestly, that's a good thing. It works, it's practical. It's been one of the most beloved features of the Osmo Action line. Vloggers love it. Solo travelers rely on it. Creators need it. That layout just makes sense. And DJI knows it, so they didn't mess with it. That's smart, but wait. Look just below the front screen. There's something new, something strange, something we've never seen before on any Osmo Action model. A small pill-shaped element, long, rounded, subtle, but definitely there, and no one knows what it is. Seriously, nobody. It's not a speaker, doesn't look like a microphone. It's not a lens, it's not a button, it's just there. And it's different. Theories are flying everywhere. Some say it's a gesture sensor. Others think it might be a proximity sensor. Some speculate it could be an input pad, something that lets you control the camera with a swipe of the hand. Or maybe with subtle movements. There are even a few people whispering the words AI zone, whatever that means. Here's the thing though, with DJI, that kind of speculation doesn't sound too crazy. This is the same company that put head tracking, voice commands, and gesture control into palm-sized gimbals. They built entire drones that can follow you with zero controller input. So imagine this. What if this new pill shape is part of a next-gen control system? No more buttons, no more tapping the screen. Just wave your hand or flick a finger in the air. Navigate menus, start recording, change settings, all without touching. A thing that would change the game, that would make other cameras instantly feel old. That would be pure DJI, but here's what's genius. DJI hasn't said a single word. This mystery component is doing exactly what they want. It's got the internet buzzing, it's got people guessing, it's got creators checking Twitter threads, Reddit posts, Telegram leaks, and most importantly, it's building hype. And hype, when done right, is a weapon. Let's zoom out again. Beyond the mystery pill, the rest of the design looks familiar. Again, that's not a bad thing. The Osmo Action 5 had one of the best builds in the game. It was rugged, it felt premium, it didn't try too hard, and it didn't need to. If DJI is taking that base and refining it, we're all for it, but this isn't a copy-paste job. Look closer. The edges are more rounded, the corners are smoother. The grip looks more tactile, more secure. Maybe it's new materials, maybe it's just better molding. But whatever it is, it feels refined, thought out, purposeful, like DJI went through every square millimeter of the Action 5 and said, how can we make this just a little bit better? And that's what great hardware companies do. They don't just chase specs, they chase experience. They look at how you hold the camera, how it fits in your hand, how it feels when you're recording in the rain, or hanging off a cliff, or skiing down a slope, or diving into the ocean. Because action cameras aren't about specs on paper, they're about trust. When you're in the middle of chaos and everything's shaking and wet and fast, you have to trust that your camera won't fail, that it won't slip, that it won't overheat, that it'll just work. And now, let's talk about power. Let's talk about the battery. Here's where the FCC filings gave us a major clue: two battery models. Not one, two, one rated at 1,500 milliamp hours. The other at 1,770. That's not a fluke. That's not an accident, that's a strategy. That's DJI hinting at a dual launch. Think about it. A standard Osmo Action 6, compact, lightweight, simple, powered by the 1,500 milliamp hours battery. And a Pro version, bigger, stronger, packed with more features, powered by the 1,770 milliamp hours battery. This isn't a new play for DJI, they've done it before. The Pocket 3 had standard and Pro versions. The drone lineup has Mini, Air, and Mavic, each with tiers. They know how to segment products without creating confusion, and that's exactly what they're doing here. And honestly, it's brilliant because it lets DJI speak to different audiences. One group just wants a reliable, easy-to-use action camera. Something to take on vacation, to film hikes, to record bike rides. They don't need ProRes, they don't need log color, they just want good footage that looks clean and is easy to edit. The other group? They want it all: bitrates, raw output, manual controls, pro-level thermal management, high frame rates, and they're willing to pay for it. So by offering two versions, DJI makes sure no one is left out, and it also means they can compete at both ends of the market. GoPro's Hero line is getting crowded, Insta360 keeps experimenting. But DJI is coming in with precision. One product line, two models, maximum appeal. Now, here's the final piece of the puzzle: the ecosystem. Because DJI isn't just building cameras, they're building connections. Imagine this: you shoot with your Action 6, it syncs instantly to your DJI mic. You edit on your phone with the updated Mimo app, it talks to your drone, it talks to your gimbal, everything just works. No cables, no confusion, no third-party hacks. That's power, that's control, that's workflow. That's what separates DJI from the rest. Other companies make great cameras. DJI makes great systems, and the Action 6, if these leaks are real, is about to be the newest piece in that puzzle. So what do we have? Real images, confirmed battery sizes, a strange new hardware feature, refined design, dual model strategy, ecosystem potential, and we haven't even seen the software yet. No menu leaks. No firmware updates. No beta app screens. DJI is playing this one tight, and that only makes the reveal more exciting. Because when the real specs drop, when the features are confirmed, that's when we'll know what this camera really is. But even now, before the official unveil, one thing is clear: the Osmo Action 6 isn't just coming. It's already here. In the minds of creators, in the chatter of forums, in the imaginations of vloggers and adventurers and filmmakers who are ready for something new. This is more than just a leak. This is a shift, a pivot point, a reminder that DJI still knows how to surprise, how to innovate, how to build cameras that don't just perform, they inspire, and we're only getting started.